Hey everybody, I'm Simon Chan, owner of Power Talk Therapy. And today we're interviewing the wonderful therapist Maya. We are going to get to know a little bit about her. And I'm sure by the end of the interview, you are going to want to talk to her. Welcome, Maya.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So, I would like to ask you, what makes you a great therapist?
Sure. So when somebody first comes in, they come in with a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, and I want to get to know the whole person. I want to get to know your story, and I want to know what important characters there might be. So that's, I think, the first thing. Curiosity to know what's really going on.
I like that because you have the curiosity that many people don't have. And you really want to get to know them as a person rather than, oh, well, trying to figure out having the assumption of like, what's wrong with them first, right? So,
Absolutely.
yeah,
I don't see clients as a problem to be fixed. I see clients as someone to support. And that's one of the things that I love about being a therapist. I love supporting people.
that is great. We need more support, especially these times we're living in, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
And secondly, what do you love about helping couples?
Ah, couples are really fascinating. I I first of all think that a relationship is like a dance. And with couples, you're always trying to figure out how not to step on each other's toes. Who should take the lead? And what the steps are. So I love helping couples figure out what dance works best for their relationship and how to better help them communicate with each other.
Do you know any dance, Maya?
I sure do.
Wow, are you gonna show us? Maybe not today.
No, not today.
I like that. I mean, it takes two to tango, they say. I like that metaphor because it has to be fluid, it has to flow. It cannot be too rigid, or too permissive either, right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, with every couple, there's usually a cycle. And usually it's a negative cycle. One person says something that sets off the other partner, and then there's an argument, and nobody really knows how you get there. So, my job and what I love is figuring out what triggers those arguments and how do you argue less? And when you do argue, how do you repair?
That is very important because many times when people argue, when couples argue, should I say, we're more focused on the argument who's right, the tit for tat. So about those triggers, I'm wondering, yeah, what are some common triggers that you might see from couples?
Sure.
Just very general things.
Yeah. So a lot of the time, people are misunderstood. A lot of my couples, I see one person is reaching out for affection, for love, to be understood, to connect. And when they are rejected, either their partner is looking at their phone or their partner is not there or present, then that other partner can feel really hurt. And over time, this can cause a lot of disconnection in couples. And that's where I come in.
Wow, that's very insightful, Maya. Thanks for sharing that. Basically, something we take for granted, something so simple we can easily neglect. It might just be really unintentional, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to ask you next is what is now that we know that you are a great couple therapist, Maya, what is the most successful couple story you like to share with us?
Mm, right. So I think when I think about the couples that I've worked with, the most successful couples who have come to see me come out as better communicators. They're arguing less. They are being more intentional with their conversations. They're being more mindful of the words that they are using. And I think that's most of the couples that I've seen.
Wow, that's very inspiring for sure. I mean, arguing less, right? And and also hear that many times it's not even about so much uh, the fact that they argue, but how they argue as well, right? It's like be able to navigate through that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think learning how to fight, learning how to argue fairly and with love is something I really love to teach my couple.
That's wonderful. Thanks for sharing that. Now, I'd like to ask you lastly, you probably overlap with some of these stuff what you just said, but why do you think so many couples have issues? There's so many couples, especially the divorce rate has it keeps going up, So I'm wondering, like, why do so many couples have issues?
Right. So, for the most part, our model of relationship comes from our parents.
Hmm.
And nobody gives us a manual on how to have a romantic relationship. So a lot of people are referencing their parents' relationships as how they should be in a romantic relationship. And if your parents don't have a really healthy, solid relationship, you're probably not going to have a healthy, solid relationship. So a lot of the times when my couples come in, I'm teaching them this is what a healthy relation looks like, and I'm also modeling it with my interactions.
That is awesome to really know the depth of why, so many couples have issues. And I'm curious also from what we have seen so far, when you do couples therapy, are there many people that just aren't aware because they have unhealthy uh, a childhood, like unhealthy parents that
Yeah.
don't have the best relationships? Are many unaware of that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of people are unaware. There's a lot of just unconscious behavior that I help bring to light. And one of my jobs as a therapist is to name emotions so people have a reference and a better idea of like, oh, I'm doing that thing again. Now it has a name. I'm doing something that is, say, avoidant, or I'm getting anxious. And when I get anxious, I overtext my partner, and then my partner goes away. So these are the types of things that I try and tell my clients.
Oh wow, those are definitely insightful. I wish I can get more tips from you. Rather than it's me with my own partner, or to share with other clients that I are struggling with their partners. Was there anything else you'd like to share with us about yourself, Maya, today?
Yeah, well, I would love to share why I became a therapist.
Sure.
Directly relates to why I love working with couples. So my parents did not have a good relationship. And I was in my family the person who tried to keep the peace and also tried to help everybody get along. And I really just wanted to help other people. So that's why I became a therapist. I came from sort of a disorganized family, a dysfunctional family, and I knew that there was a better way to be. I wanted to help other people get it.
Wow, thanks for being so vulnerable. You didn't have to share something so personal, but the fact that you did shows, what a personable and great therapist that you are. And I'm sure many people would love to talk to Maya. Well, so you're gonna finish us with a dance or what?
No, not today.
Just
Thanks for
teasing
the
you.
invitation, though.
Yeah, just teasing it. Well, again, thank you for your time, Maya, today. We look forward to speaking to you another time.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you.